Spotify tells me that I have the music taste of a 26-year-old. I'd say my gray beard disagrees with that. Hello again, I'm Mingla Marley. Today I'm going through my Spotify Wrapped with you. But this isn't just, hey, look at my playlist. This is what my listening habits say about the kind of life I'm building for my retirement. Stick around to the end to see how this all ties in. Before I get to the actual songs, here's the big picture snapshot. This year, I spent 43,082 minutes on Spotify. That's about 10,000 minutes less than last year, because most of my spare time has gone into YouTube this year instead of Spotify. What might surprise you is that around 75% of my Spotify time this year was actually podcasts, not music. So everything I'm about to show you is coming from the other 25%. The tracks that still cut through all those long conversations and interviews. Spotify says I touched 152 genres, 401 songs, 274 artists in total. I even managed to hit 100 different artists in a single day. That was the day I flew to the Philippines and just let the playlist run for the entire trip until I couldn't figure out how to get more Wi-Fi and it just shut me off. Let's just look at which songs rose to the top. This is where you can really see the mix of what was going on in my head this past year. Number 5. Afraid of the Dark by Talk. This is a really good indie rock band that I discovered late in 2024 and listened to a lot at the beginning of this year. Emotional songs by a guy that has obviously struggled as an outcast. Maybe I can relate to that or something. Number 4, Anxiety by Doechii. This song was trending really big on TikTok in the spring, and I think it just caught on with me because I love the Somebody That I Used to Know sample and how it works in the song. And the title of the song probably hits with how I feel in my life sometimes. Number 3, Chokehold by Sleep Token. This song hit me hard while I was out on a jog shortly after I met my girlfriend last spring. It reminded me of the grip she almost immediately had on me. She said she was going to slowly creep into my life, but honestly, she had a chokehold on me right away. She's got a pretty strong, you're not escaping this life we're building kind of energy. Number 2, Take Me Back to Eden, Sleep Token. Another one by Sleep Token. I've really enjoyed them this year. Funny thing, I've even got my girlfriend listening to them now. She likes their song Rain, which also just missed being in my rap. Honestly, I never expected to be in a relationship where I'm explaining British masked alt metal while she's sending me Filipino pop songs, but here we are. I love it. Now with the titles of these 4 songs I've mentioned already, seems like there's a big trend, like maybe I have a problem or something. And then the next song title is Part Problem by Nako and Medicine for the People. This band shows up in my Wrapped every year. They are a go-to for me. They are world music, folk rock. Nako is Phil Am, and to be honest, I didn't even know he was part Filipino until I was putting this video together. He sings about Hawaii a lot, so I thought that was his background. Turns out his connection to Hawaii is that he lives there now. The new album, Live at Red Rocks, just dropped this past week, and I can't wait to find the time to give it a good listen. Now here's where it gets interesting. My top genres for the year. 5, Alternative. This is because I've always loved grunge music from my young adult days. My all-time favorite genre. But I've progressed, and I don't just listen to what my favorite was when I was growing up. 4, Country Blues. I feel this genre is the modern alternative music for me. I often refer to it as alt folk. I fell in love with this type of music when I was working at small music festivals and doing concert photography on the side about a decade ago. The combination of the lyrics and the music can really hit hard. 3, Pop Rap. I don't listen to radio music much, but if I find myself listening to pop, it would probably be rap. It's just fun, I guess. Now this next one will probably surprise you the most. 2, Roots Reggae. I wouldn't say it surprises you for being reggae, but it probably surprises you because it isn't number 1. My own vlog theme song, Vibe Got Roots Coconut Tree by the Stephen Story Trail Band, came in 28th place on my Wrapped. Didn't make the top 5, obviously. It was only released in September, so it didn't have enough time to get up the list, but give it a listen sometime. It's linked down in the description. I'd also like to mention that I discovered a couple Filipino reggae bands this year that I've been listening to quite a bit. Querdas and Jason in Town. They came in just behind Stephen Story in the rankings. There's a big reggae scene in the Philippines, and I want to check out that scene live when I get there. Number 1, Alternative Metal. Now there are 2 reasons that metal was my most listened to on Spotify this year. Not because I like it the most, because I don't. It started because I went to Lollapalooza in 2024. I was listening to Pierce the Veil a lot before and after that. And I would also listen to metal quite often while I go jogging. And since I like Spotify when I'm out jogging, it tends to push that music to me at other times now too, more so than other genres in this past year. I haven't been out jogging lately, so I think it's starting to get more accurate to my preferences again. So let's get on to the big picture. My top artists of the year. Number 5, Shinedown. Number 4, Nako and Medicine for the People. Number 3, Talk. Number 2, Falling in Reverse, and number 1, Sleep Token. So Nako, Talk, and Sleep Token had songs in my top 5, so no surprises there. I'm actually a top 7% fan, having listened to Sleep Token for 869 minutes this year. But Falling in Reverse and Shinedown make this list because they were heavy in my jogging playlist. Like I mentioned in the intro, Spotify says my listening age is 26. I don't buy it. I feel younger than I am, but 26 is a bit low. How about you? What listening age did you end up with? Who's in your top 5? Hey, anybody out there know where I could catch some reggae live in Cebu? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Mingla, Marley again. I'm out.